So my husband and I hit the farmer's market this morning, and it's one of my absolute favorite places to go. So I thought I would share with you what we picked up. When you're not sure what to prepare for dinner, if you're lacking inspiration for your weeknight meals, it's just the place to go to let yourself be inspired by what the season has to offer. And also, it's a great place to go to learn about food, because if you're curious about an ingredient or unsure about how to prepare it, you're dealing with the experts, so you can ask them your questions. And I mean, there's something great about being able to connect with the people who are bringing you your food. So when we go to the market, one of the first things that we do is just kind of do the turn if you're not familiar with your market. So you get a sense of where different foods are, and you could get an idea of what the prices are, since they can vary from stall to stall. I like to use a little fanny pack like this. It's just so convenient. You can use a little side bag, but the idea is so that you have some place where your money is easily accessible, so you don't have to rummage through a purse or a large bag when you want to pay for your food. If you are planning to pick up any perishable foods, so things like eggs or meats or fish, a really important thing to keep in mind is that you want to buy those things last, so that they stay fresh and you kind of don't break that chain of cold as you're shopping around for the rest of your food, since it could be a pretty warm day. Okay, so the first thing that I've got here are Quebec strawberries. These are so sweet, so delicious, and we've been so lucky with our harvest this year. We've gotten strawberries, I mean, we're September and we've still got these that are typically in season in June, so I'm gonna be capitalizing on this as long as possible. Another thing that I picked up was Swiss chard. People get intimidated by these big leafy greens, but you want to prepare this just as you would any other leafy green vegetable. Now, the difference with Swiss chard is that the stems, unlike the stem in kale, these are completely edible. So what you want to do is I'll typically chop this part off, and I'll cook these first, since they'll take a little bit more time to get nice and tender, and I'll throw these into a pot of boiling water. And I'll just blanch them at the beginning of the week, and I can use them throughout the week, sauteed with a little bit of garlic and olive oil. They're absolutely delicious. I've got these beautiful heirloom tomatoes. So if you've never had an heirloom tomato, you are missing out on probably one of my favorite foods of the season. From orange to brown to green to beautiful striped ones like this. They're beautiful to look at, and the flavor is so rich and so different from the typical tomato that you would find in the grocery store that it is absolutely worth your trip if this is the only thing that you pick up at the market. Slice these up and drizzle them with the best quality olive oil that you can find, some salt, tear up some fresh basil, and you have such a treat. So definitely going on the menu tonight. Next we've got, oh yes, picked up some golden beets. I recommend strongly that you pick up your vegetables with the leaves still intact, because when you look at the greens or you look at the leaves, it's a really good indicator that the vegetable was picked or harvested recently. So these are nice and bright and green and fresh. They aren't wilted, so you know that this has been picked and is as fresh as can be. Now you can have them chop these off for you at the market if you don't want to bring them home, but when it comes to beet greens, these are so nutritious, loaded with flavor. Do not throw these away. So chop these off yourself at home, and you could saute these again with some garlic, some olive oil. And for the beets, I like to roast them really simply. And what I'll do is I'll link to a video right below that I've done in the past on how I roast my beets, and one of my favorite salads that combines beets with apple and goat cheese. It's delicious. So, golden beets. All right, what else have we got in here? Yes, look at this guy. Kohlrabi. All right, so Kohlrabi is in the same family, in the cabbage family. So the flavor is similar to broccoli. And normally with Kohlrabi, you want to get them smaller. When they're small, they're nice and they're usually very, very sweet and loaded with flavor. But that's one of the great things about being at the market. When I saw this guy, I mean, look at this, look at the size of this thing. When I saw it, I was pretty skeptical, but the farmer, the man at the stall basically just chopped one up. He gave me a piece, and it was absolutely delicious. So when they're bigger like this, you definitely want to peel it, and kohlrabi is fantastic raw. It has a similar texture to like a crisp green apple. Since it's so big, I'll probably use half of it into a slaw for salads during the week, and the other half I will grill. Tons of texture, tons of flavor, and all of the nutritional benefits that you would from the vegetables in our cabbage family. So definitely one to try if you haven't tried this one yet. And last but not least, rainbow carrot and some beautiful rainbow cauliflower. I mean, we've got purple, we've got green. It's a feast for the eyes, and it's great nourishment for your body as well. And I'm probably gonna be roasting these off. Roasted cauliflower is my favorite way to eat them. And as for the carrots, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with these yet. What if, you know what if you let me know? I mean, that pretty much sums up my grocery haul. And I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. Number one, what do you think I should do with these carrots? Please let me know in the comment section below. If you head to the farmer's market, I'd love to see your pictures so you can show me your own grocery haul at Motive Nutrition over on Instagram. I mean, if you have the luxury of having access to a market with beautiful produce like this, don't pass that up. So I'll provide you a list of links so that you can find a market in your area over on motivenutrition.com. I hope you liked this video. I'm thinking of doing a video on how I prep all these vegetables for the week ahead. If that's something that you would be interested in, let me know in the comment section below. If there are any other videos that you'd like to see from me, I'm going to be filming a nice batch for you. So again, let me know in the comment section below this video. That's it for today. Wishing you health and happiness, and I'll see you next time.